Hey everybody, this is Attorney Dan X Win coming at you, and I want to talk a little bit about some of the differences, or one of the differences between an LLC and corporation. Now we know that generally LLCs are easier to manage in that there's no annual uh, uh, minutes that you have to do like a corporation, which has to do shareholder minutes and board of directors minutes. LLCs are not required to do that. And so this is why it was one of the things why a lot of people like LLCs, because it's much easier to manage. Now, one of the other differences is that how the company is run and who manages it, right? So the typical structure of a corporation, you have the officers, which is generally president, secretary, and treasurer. And then you also have the directors. And then at the top, you have the shareholders. So how it usually goes is the shareholders or the owners will elect the directors, and then the directors will elect the officers. Now, in small companies, these are generally just all the same persons. Now, as opposed to LLCs, you can have officers, but a lot of times they just have what's called managers, right? And effective managers have pretty much the same authority as presidents. Generally, there's no tiers of authority, but and so there's usually one manager or a couple of managers that basically run the day-to-day operations of the company. Now, though in the smaller companies, obviously single owner, they can be managed by that particular owner or have another company or person manage that particular LLC. Or if there's multiple owners, you can have just some of those owners run the day-to-day, or again, like a single owner, they can all the owners can run the day-to-day as managers, or elect another party to manage the LLC. So one of the great things about LLCs is a little bit more flexible as far as the management of the company, and part of that is there's really no officers. It's just just the title of manager, but essentially the authority given to them to run the company is generally like a president or CEO. So one of the things to consider is also how you like titles, so to speak. If you prefer like president or CEO of an LLC, you can certainly have that to be part of inside the operating agreement. Managers can also be the president, but if you really don't care, if you're looking to just run it pretty easily, sole members can be managers, or all the members can be managers. So just one of the differences between LLCs and corporations. So when you decide which type of company to form, that will help you make a decision whether to go one way or the other. All right, I hope that's been helpful. This is Attorney Dan X Win coming at you about LLCs and corporations.